Hello, thanks for being here with me, Tiger Lilith Tarot. This is going to be a first quarter moon spread reading for Aries placements. Hello, Aries. Welcome. So glad you made it here. We are going to take a look at the first quarter moon to the full moon. So we're going to March 10th to the 18th. And this is a time where the moon is building, the moon is building to the full moon. So building momentum. We're going to look in an area in your life you're building momentum. So that would be also where to focus. And then what challenges might be coming up and what action you can take. So Aries, let's get to it. And we'll say the Tower came out a lot in the new moon readings, and we'll see if it's kind of a collective energy that's coming out. Seems like there might be kind of a collective, like shocking moments happening. Revelations, falls from grace. Okay, Aries, we start the reading off with your card, the Emperor. Under where to focus, where there's energy building momentum. So I think you're probably feeling very much in your element, feeling really in control, really powerful right now. I feel like you're probably in the process of building something at the moment too. Probably feeling really fiery, using your willpower a lot here. Let's see with this Emperor. Okay, Emperor with Chariot and Judgment. Wow, so I think this is going to be it's a week that's going to be very awakening. It's going to feel like heavy but fast. The Chariot, Judgment, and the Emperor. You could be moving. You could be actually moving homes with the Chariot. But I almost feel like you're moving. This is a awakening when it comes to your something that you like inside of you yourself. The challenge here, we have the Seven of Swords. So your challenge, I feel like you're trying to plan something too much. I think Seven of Swords can be deceit, deception, lies, the truth being withheld from you, but it is a card. He had to plan to leave this encampment here, and he's holding these swords by their very tips, by the blades. So he has to, and if you notice, he's moving strategically. Seven of Swords is a card about strategy. So there's something challenging when it comes to strategy, but I feel like you're trying to over-plan something with this energy here. Because like I said, it feels very heavy, but it moves quickly. And it's bright. It almost feels like it's too bright. Your momentum. It's almost like too much, and so you're weary of it. And you're trying to plan for something that you can't plan for this week. Let's see. Page of Cups. Okay, this could have to do with love. Could have to do with a love offer coming in. Or there's a challenge when it comes to contemplating. Again, because Page of Cups is contemplation as well. Wow, and the Queen of Cups. Okay. So the Queens and the Pages are inward energy. It's not moving outward here. You could be, court cards could be people. You could be trying to plan something between two energies. Aries, a younger energy and an older energy. It could be like a mother and a child. And like if you have siblings, maybe one of your siblings is feuding with your mom, the parent or grandparent, something like that. You're trying to, feels like your challenge here is trying to plan. It's like trying to plan for love, like trying to plan how you're going to move forward. It's like you're trying to plan your emotions. You're trying to control your emotions, I think, because this is a very overwhelming, very large energy. All right, let's see. What's the action that Aries should take? We have the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords here, I immediately feel there's a need to be curious during this time. There's a need to do more research and more investigation about something. There's a need to ask lots of questions. I think it would be good for you to be almost think in an idealistic way, and just follow your curiosities, because there will be, though, just follow your curiosities, and you'll ask the right question to get the answer that you need. And it's like, you're not going to know what that answer is until you ask the right question, but you just have to keep asking questions in order to get there. Yeah, there's something about needing to pull your emotions back as well, is what I feel it's saying. The Four of Cups is also, for me, a card of gratitude. It could say that it's time for you to show an action to take this week is to show gratitude. So you're having a challenge with emotions here. So there's something that you need to pull back from so that you can appreciate it. Well, but you might have to also pull back a little emotionally so that you can look at something. The Page of Swords, with your intellect, with your mind. Eight of Cups. Okay. So the Page of Swords, Four of Cups, Eight of Cups. We have a lot of water energy aside from Judgment down with these cards here. So your emotions are playing a big role this week, Aries. It feels like your emotions and your intellect. I don't think they're at odds. I just think you're trying to control something that cannot be controlled. Something is leaving. You're moving on from something. The Eight of Cups here, you're walking away from something. An action that you're taking is, I almost feel like you have to emotionally remove yourself while showing gratitude for what you've manifested. And that brings you the clarity that you need to, Eight of Cups, to walk away from overwhelming and disappointing emotional situations that are leaving you feeling heavy. Because while this energy is heavy too, it's bright, right? It's a bright energy. It's just a lot. We're going to clarify and see. The Nine of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. You might be experiencing some sleepless nights, some anxiety. There's anxiety around this, and I understand that, because this energy here is very, this energy over here is can feel overwhelming. It almost feels like the Emperor is here to say that you might need to set some boundaries, like, for yourself, because it feels like so much is going to be going on around you. Let's see the Emperor here. Where Aries focus, building momentum. Wow, okay, so we have the Page of Swords coming out again. So the Page of Swords twice. Now this Page of Swords, remember I said over here, like, most think idealistically. You notice here it's like the, right, it's like a cow flying. This can't really actually happen in reality as we understand it. But the Page of Swords isn't letting anything stop him from his mind wandering and thinking that maybe cows can fly. Maybe cows can fly through the sky. So it's that kind of mentality that, gosh, it feels like that's what's transforming you. Is your curiosity. You're learning something this week. From research, from investigating something, from acting like a student. I think there's definitely a student energy here too that that is being suggested. All right, let's look at the Chariot. For where's Aries focus, building momentum, the Chariot with the World. Wow, yeah, there is definitely something that you feels like you're moving towards emerging as a new person. With Judgment, the World, the Chariot, your card, Emperor, the Page of Swords, and this is all because of your curiosity. Something, and allowing your mind to go to places you didn't let it go before. See, Judgment, it causes an awakening. Something is is brought to light for you. Judgment, wow, Temperance. There are so many major arcana over here, Aries, and their momentum and focus for this week. Like I said, this energy is going to be very transformational. You're going to feel it. There's something that needs with this judgment. Your awakening has to do with temperance, being patient, and bringing a universal energy into balance with your own energy, into balance with your body, with your desires, and it's transformational. So it feels like you're really moving onto something fulfilling, and that I feel like you're going to be seen a lot this week too. You could just be noticed a lot this week. All right, let's see. Challenges. The Seven of Swords really feels like you're trying to plan your emotions. So it's like, I wonder if you're like planning an escape from something, so you're like, okay, this is how I have to emotionally react. Okay, the Nine of Swords again. So the card that's under there we have right here. So the Nine of Swords with the Seven of Swords under your challenges. Yeah, this Nine of Swords energy, you're trying to plan out your emotions. And it almost feels like you're trying to make a spreadsheet of them. And this is causing you a lot of anxiety, right? Because we can't really make a spreadsheet for our emotions. And the Seven of Swords can say that you have to learn the lessons of the past. So there might be something about learning lessons this week too that's challenging. If you're finding you're trying to plan and strategize too much, maybe pull back and see where is the lesson. Was there a lesson that you learned somewhere in this energy that you're trying to strategize with? And maybe the lesson itself is, if you're trying to strategize so much with it, you just have to step back and set that energy free and say whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Wheel of Fortune is with the Page of Cups. There's something, I feel like there's an energy that you don't want to let go of with the Page of Cups. This feels like someone, and it feels like someone that makes you feel lucky. And it's not that you have to let go of them, but again, with the Seven of Swords, Nine of Swords, this is an energy that's causing you a lot of anxiety and trying to plan. But you also feel destined to this energy. It makes you feel lucky. The Queen of Cups with the Queen of Cups. Okay. So, the Queen of Cups clarified by the Queen of Cups. So it's really, I feel that this really does have to do with, a female figure. You yourself could be a mother, or you're just really having a hard time accessing that nurturing energy. The challenge, again, it's because you're trying to plan it. You're trying to strategize emotion. You're trying to strategize fate in a sense too. And it's not, there's, it's really, I feel like this Page of Swords really is your answer to everything here. Just be curious. Just ask questions. What is this Page of Swords here for action Aries should take? Seven of Coins. So there's something about using the action that you're taking with the Page of Swords and the Seven of Coins. It's like this action, there's something patient about it. I feel like you be patient with things when you're, if you're looking, researching, asking questions, like be patient about it. But I feel that it's saying there needs to be there's a practical application for all this knowledge that you're going to gain by being curious and asking questions. You'll be able to apply it to your life in ways that you didn't think you would. With the Ten of Wands with the Four of Cups. So there's this emotional, apathetic having to kind of remove yourself from your emotions or feeling like you have to, in order to be grateful for what you have, so that you can walk away and see clearly what isn't working, what's too much of a heaviness for you, relationships, emotions. This Four of Cups is clarified with the Ten of Wands. I think it's very hard. It's like you're acting like you're apathetic about this energy, but I don't think you are. And it's like the action to take is to lay down the burden with the Ten of Wands. It's like the journey is done and it is time to walk away. Eight of Cups. But the Ten of Wands, it's like the end of this long journey, and to put the burden of carrying all of these wands with you, excuse me, to put that down. Eight of Cups clarified by the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands and action, these are definitely cards of moving on, right? Looking into the future, moving on from emotions. This is about expansion and seeing where you can journey next. I feel like you're really going on a journey, like this journey of your mind with the Page of Swords. As long as you're patient with yourself and see where you can use practical, where you can use this knowledge in a practical way, that it's something that you already have established in your life. I think it'll be easier for you, not easier, but like it'll be clear what you have to walk away from. And the Three of Wands, it's like you're going on a journey, and an expansive one of the soul here. Wow, the Emperor, your card at the bottom of the deck. Okay, Aries. There's something while you're really anxious about energy, I really do feel like you're like you're ascending to something better. You're moving on to something better, because your energy is here at the bottom with the Emperor. I feel like you're very focused right now. I feel very focused energy. This momentum that's building here is focus. And there's a mental focus as well. Even though we have the Nine of Swords, there's some struggle, there's some anxiety and depression and being in your head. There's also curiosity, and I almost feel like the curiosity is balancing out this anxiety, and you are learning things. I think you're going to be really successful this week, too. All right, Aries, we are going to end your reading with one oracle card for the week, for the first quarter moon to the full moon. For Aries, one oracle card, please, to end your reading. Okay, we have Grace. All right, so this week you might have to access grace more. I almost more get the feeling, though, that with such an overwhelming energy, it's like being out in nature, surrounding yourself with beautiful natural items that you find, graceful, that there's a natural grace to them. And grace, and then we have peace at the bottom of the deck. So I really feel like something's coming into balance here with, temperance, with all these cards really, but grace and peace. So it's going to be a heavy, moving, overwhelming energy, and I really feel like these cards are saying, well, it's going to be harmonious. You're going to need to try and be really calm throughout this week as well, because there's going to be a lot happening. And this Nine of Swords energy, it's almost more, I almost see it more like a warning now. It's like, don't let yourself, you can let yourself get so caught up in this energy that you become really anxious and are, having sleepless nights and really stuck in your head. So, all right, Aries, thank you so much for watching. That's what I have for you. Hope it helped, hope it resonated. Please like and subscribe if it did. Let me know in the comments, and I'll be posting full moon readings as well as full moon love readings. So I hope to see you there. Have a great week. Bye-bye.